Hmm.
And you're like literally a prime example of that, which to me is extraordinary. During like I was watching the show and I remember there's one like moment where it was actually I think the last episode where you drank the last thing of water and you were like upset about yourself. You were kind of you were upset about yourself, right? About your actions. Do you regret that decision?
Okay, so this is some TV magic for you. They
Okay.
flipped this. They completely flipped this.
Okay.
I was mad at myself for not drinking the water.
Okay.
They cut it out, but I drink the water and I go, that was a big mistake. And then they cut it, but I say it was a big mistake to wait this long to drink water.
Okay.
You can only go about 72 hours without drinking water. At that point, I had gone, I think, 84 hours without water, somewhere around that. It was getting dangerous. And so my self-talk at that point was, Roman, you're being dumb. You should have drank this water before. You're going to hurt yourself. I'm preparing for a final challenge out here. I was not preparing for a last man standing
Yeah.
because in the first season, it went down to a final challenge. So I
It
just
it
needed
was a
energy
dogfight.
for yes, yes. So
Yeah.
I just needed to prep for whatever my final challenge was going to be out there. So I drink the water and I say, man, I really regret that. I should have drank that at about a day and a half of being out here because it was getting dangerously close to me being possibly medically pulled because your organs can fail if you go without water. So I
Yeah.
was like, that was some TV magic there. I was actually mad at myself of the mistake for not drinking the water earlier. By the way, best sip of water I've ever had.
I bet it probably tasted like it came from God's pond.
Yeah.
Wow, that is that's pretty cool that you were able to share that. Is what has transpired? So I'm actually curious. I don't know if you can say this, but I'm actually very curious. Is the first season it was a dogfight. The second season it was more of like who can outlive the other competitor, right? I personally wasn't a fan of the way how it ended. I liked it more of a dogfight kind of a style. Do the way it ended, do you wish it was something a little bit in relevancy to the first season or something a little bit different?
Yeah, it's what I had been planning for. So I drink that emergency water and I talk about how, oh, that was such a big mistake to wait this long. And this is day 24. Day 25 is the final day. There's a reason it's the final day because that morning they come over the speakers and they say, Survivalist, there will not be any more supplies. There will not be any more resources going out to you. And this is when my mindset kind of shifted. I was like, okay, I'm not getting a fair shot at this. Like, I don't get a chance to win. I had gotten notes and I had been notified of what RJ had compared to me. He had 4 emergency packs of water. He had 2 canteens. He had a bow drill. He also had a match that I had. Also had the can of peaches. He has a baby knife like I have. And he has a few more items that I can't even remember, but he has way more than me. And so I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for them to say, this is your next challenge. This is your next opportunity to even the playing field. But it never happened. They never gave me this is what I left with is I felt like I didn't get a fair shot at it. I put myself on the table completely. I showed them that I'm willing to go through just about anything. Any amount of physical torture, longevity game, I will be here.
Yeah.
So, in order to make sure that didn't happen, they took away the one thing that I needed, which was water. And so what they don't show again is my absolute freak out. So they tell me I got extracted and I go, okay. And I have this moment of realization like it's actually over. And then the camera cuts, obviously, because that's when I stand up and I start throwing a major temper tantrum. I rip my mic off, I throw it, and I'm like, that is the dumbest way that this show could have ended. I
Yeah.
go down and I chill at the bottom of my island, and I'm staring at the lake for about 30 minutes, just screaming about how I just lost 250K because of a flip of a coin. So I was extremely angry at the way they ended the show and you best believe I'm waiting for my next opportunity to get my redemption because I truly feel like no discredit to Fox. They gave us an incredible opportunity. It was the best and worst experience of my life. It was amazing, but I feel like I was cheated.